This is the Sim Pit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where I hang out with my friends, my good friends, and talk sim racing each and every morning. Happy hump day to everybody out there. Middle of the week. We are working for the weekend at this point, and in honor of Monday or Wednesday hump day, I'm wearing my Majors series. You guys want to check out one of the best sim racing leagues in the world, you go check out Majors. Thank you for the shirt, guys. And perfect to wear something different on a Wednesday, just to mix things up and be different. So, what is going on in the world of sim racing today? And blown away by how much we still have to cover each and every day. I keep thinking it's going to shrink, but it doesn't. So, yesterday I warned you guys, I told you guys, we had seen that winter map of the Forza Horizon world, and it was all snow covered and blizzarded out. Well, now we're looking at the spring variation. So, this is part of that mixer that they did yesterday. And if you could have found out all sorts of things going on, they did a lot of behind the scenes showing off various different features and aspects of the game, which will be coming out. In addition to that, they are having a contest. So, RT, follow and comment for a chance to win this very special Forza Horizon 4 driver t-shirt. And they show one of the driving dudes wearing the Welcome to the Forza Horizon. I'm not sure I'd want to wear that shirt. No offense. I'd love to win a free shirt. I love my shirts. I'm not sure I need the pink box writing Forza Horizon shirt. But anyway, lots going on at the Forza. And this is the final installment of their pre-release showcases, dev diaries, mixers for this game, whatever you want to call them. There's also a write-up at dualshockers.com talking about everything that was done yesterday. So if you want a little insight, a little reading, you can watch the video yourself, or you can read some of the articles. But very, very good that Forza Horizon 4 getting so close we can almost taste it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to wear that one, huh? I'd love a Horizon shirt, but let's get something different than that. Reading UK, welcome. Welcome, Eon. Hello, oh, you guys got rain, Angel. I'm jealous. I'd like rain, but in Florida, that usually means hot humidity. Some rain would do us some well over here. Just mentioning this one because it's rare that we see a karting event in sim racing. But Project Cars this week, the ACR leagues, they're going karting. So if you want to join, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've actually ever taken the shifter carts on Project Cars out for a spin. I've tried just about everything. We all want the pink box, Sean. But anyway, if you're looking for some karting racing, reading, okay, Reading UK. They got that going on this week in Project Cars, Reading. Reading UK. Hype. So there's a write-up at Car and Driver. Where'd that go? Was that this one? Nope. Talking about F1 2018. Some more gameplay issues, and they have a big trailer that came out yesterday, I do believe. We are now into August, though. Today is August 1st, which means this is the month that F1 2018 is coming out. I can tell you that from my perspective, you can say what you want about the F1 franchise. This is one in particular that I'm actually really looking forward to. A combination of what they've done with the sim over the last year, looking at F1 2017. Also, the fact that they might have built a cool single-player mode and something they've gone away from. So I am pretty eagerly anticipating F1 2018. I will give it a try for sure. I'll play it in single mode to see if that career mode is fun, enjoyable, good to play. Karts are one of the few really cool things in peak cars. Captain, I think they have a few more good things than just that. But to each his own. Everybody gets their... I'm not arguing. I'm just stating my opinion. And... Brad, yeah, that's not a great way to start an article, is it? Also, they do have the pre-orders. Just want to remind you guys, so if you want to take care of F1 2018, pre-orders are through the F1 site even. And speaking of game hype, is this actually the article? But This goes back to the interview, the dev diaries. This is sort of a catch-up on where we are. Some quotes from Lee Mather, the one of the developers of the sim, giving some insight. But they talk, I mean, look, we're looking at pictures. The Force India launch party they did. A lot of this is repeat stuff, but it's sort of like a full pre-release write-up out of GameHype.com. They need to talk to Assetto course on drifting. I wonder if anybody's done a very specific force feedback settings for drifting. That would be an interesting concept. A couple posts here. One of them is from Assetto Corsa, congratulating the winner. I'll mention his name and second place was Camille Franchak, who, you know, I think about it. I'm a very lucky guy. I live in the United States. Camille Franchak is from Poland. Enzo Benito, who won the Spa Assetto Corsa Competizione competition, is from Italy. And funny enough, I have met both of those people in different environments. I met Enzo Benito at the Visa Vegas $1 Million race, and I met Camille Franchak at Laguna Seca at the Mazda drive that he was doing. So, like I said, I am a very lucky guy, and so is John Hill, because he actually was there to meet Enzo Benito as well. But Enzo Benito shocked the world. No, it's not a big shock. This guy's been racking up trophies left and right. Look at these elaborate trophies that were given away for the competition as well. Not sure who that is in third place. Do we know who took third in this one? I know that's Camille right there. But that was the big competition, so we talked about the competition going on in addition to just showing it to everybody. Welcome, hello, John Hill. Glad you're here in the house today. Hope you're feeling better. So anyway, congratulations to Enzo Benito. That kid, man, I call him kid. Compared to me, he's a kid. He's no kid. He's a man. He is a real deal man. He's winning trophies everywhere he goes, so that is one of the big names, you know, and when I talked about the greatest of all time speaking, I wasn't talking Enzo. However, I think this guy will be one of the greats, is one of the greats. Greatest of all time? There could be only one. We'll talk about that in a moment. Oh, here we go. So, it's almost hard to find. I mean, you could be at the iRacing Twitter page and completely miss what I'm showing you. Garrett Smithley talking about the big guys having to run left and right because they're at Watkins Glen. iRacing doing a little meme thing with showing their tech support at the work. Talk about World of Outlaws. But hidden amongst all of this from yesterday is Jonathan Simon. Jonathan Simon does podcasts. And in this latest podcast of his, with greatest of all time, sim racer, Team Redlines, Gregor Hutu talking with his career. I have broadcast races that Gregor Hutu was the winner, and we couldn't get one word out of him in the booth. Gregor Hutu is the greatest of all time. I don't even want to take arguments on who would be his replacement. What he did for decades, not just a year or two, he, for decades, has been the best of the best. So greatest of all time, and if you want to hear from Gregor himself, you're going to go check out that Jonathan Simon report. I'm not always pushing other channels and things, but when you get a chance to listen to Gregor Hutu speak, I think we all need to drop everything. He's the E.F. Hutton. You know, he opens his mouth and everyone should silence immediately and just take it all in. So there you go. Congratulations to Jonathan Simon on getting Gregor Hutu to actually talk to the world. He's won more than that. He's won 5 iRacing championships in a row, Steam, but his world dominance goes back 20 years. Easily. I mean, literally 20 years. I thought this was kind of cool because that is my favorite pose. You know, that's the iRacing pose. They've been working on some of the photo stuff that you can do in GT Sport. One of them is a mileage exchange update, giving you various different poses and prizes. But the one that did strike me, or made me think, Max is the greatest of all time. I agree, Randy, 100%. Extreme, you gonna back that up? You gonna win 5 championships in a row and dominate sim racing for 20 years? When you do, I will gladly give you the trophy of the GOAT. But the driver poses, so they got pose 8, 10, 12, 15, 17, 19, 21 as mileage exchanges. So if you want to get some cool photo modes, like this one here. You're going to find it that way. I got that article out of GT Planet. Spatial Max the dog. Max for crashing is a good racer. Far from the greatest of all time. Far from it. And I don't even mean that as a slam on Max. Max is the greatest of all time dog. In my world. I'm sure you have dogs and you feel the same way about yours. And I'm, again, to each his own. I'm not going to argue such points. Mine's better than yours. No. So, Assetto Corsa Competizione could come to consoles if the performance is good enough. So, Assetto Corsa was on the console. Now they're saying, now, what I wonder is, what performance? Is it graphics performance? Physics performance? What performance was lacking in the previous gen? What is it that they're not getting to be able to supply the current gen? And with the latest versions of consoles not coming out till 2020 at the soonest for the Xbox, you know, that's a year after the release of the game. Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting write-up also at GT Planet. Goats are goats and dogs are dogs. No, it almost made me do a childhood rhyme about goats. Anyway, if you want to know what it takes to get the Ford Mustang IMSA car and do a hot lap for this week's challenge on the Forza RC Pro-Am Challenge, Orlean Mallet has a really quick video here that kind of takes you through the whole setup. So you get to see him making all of his selections, getting into the competition, picking the car, track combination, and then heading out on track. So if you want to see one of the best, only one day remaining to enter, here's how to take part, and here's his best lap on board in the 82 Mustang IMSA car. So there you go. That's at the Logitech site as these guys continue to just dominate. Total domination. It's kind of nice. You know, this is a big change. You know, a year ago, we didn't have so many stories being able to show off the dominant forces of sim racing. We just talked about, you know, mods, hardware, and that. But, you know, with this whole explosion of esports and the competitive side of sim racing, it's really starting to take place. You know, you think of like an ESPN and they cover generic sports, and it's like their job is to keep you informed of who the winning teams are, who the great drivers or players are. And it's getting more and more to where sim racing is getting to that level where, you know, we need to keep track. How many competitions has Enzo Benito won? How many trophies has Logitech FA Racing racked up? Really cool times. Thrustmaster, as you know, supplied the hardware for that Hoonigan rig build. You can see it got a paint job. And just to be clear, those wheels and all that orange frame is nothing but a box. That's an elaborate box to go around a self-contained D-box running VRX sim. So that's all eye candy and fancy. That right there is a fancy monitor stand is what it really is, because it has nothing to do with the rig. Anyway, they did a second video and they said, has this rig gone too far? And I'm just wondering if these guys don't quite misunderstand. I personally don't think a shock and awe that what do you see as being as important to the rig as to its function. Anyway, that is elaborate. I'm not sure if I like the 90-degree angles on the, oh, did they get a drink bottle? That's cool. I'm a little jealous of that. I'm not a huge fan of the 90-degree monitors. Can we get a good shot of it here? But yeah, they have those things coming straight back, and that's not exactly my favorite. Yeah, T-Bone, I was a little underimpressed, to be honest with you. But it is elaborate, and it is awesome, and it is one of those, if you had an unlimited budget, what kind of rig would you build? Humble has a big sports bundle, so they've sold 18,000 of them already, 13 days, 1 hour. A few different people sent it in to me. But it's looking like one of these bundle deals with F1 2017, Superblood Hockey, Motorsport Manager. And if you want to get a good deal on that, I've never bought anything from the bundle, but a lot of people, Humble Bumble. A lot of people do send these in to me. So I just am turning that around for you guys if you're looking for a deal. Just going to mention this one. Steam Josh, this is just for you, buddy. This is for the Blue Hammer, Steam King. Train Sim World PS4 review. So if you want to see how Train Sim World, pretty cool looking images. That looks pretty photorealistic even. I'm rather impressed with some of the imagery of that game. Haven't played it, and I don't really think of it as a driving sim. It's a train sim. Trains are not cars. But I mentioned it just for you, Josh. Race Arcade. Anybody remember RC Pro-Am? RC Pro-Am. This sure looks like RC Pro-Am type game to me. Top-down, buggy-style racer with crisscrosses and things, limited field. I swear, I would almost love to see a modernized version of RC Pro-Am. And maybe this is it. So I didn't read the full article. I just kind of scanned through it. If you want to know more about it, Garage Band Gamers, GarageBandGamers.com has a write-up on Race Arcade. Maybe some of you go looking for something a little less serious. 2 out of 10, even for free. Oh, all I got from it, there is nothing here to enjoy. Oh, even for free, 2 out of 10. Pros, well-rendered tracks, easy to install. Cons, unresponsive controls, unfair AI, poor driving mechanics, and grindy single-player mode. MSTS, Microsoft Train Simulator from 2001. I owned that game. Train Sim 2018. Look at that, Mitchie chiming in with the Train Sim love. Yes, we need our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. If you're watching the show right now, you're watching on the SimPit Crew channel where all live streams will be. You'll never find another live... I can't say never. We're not going to be doing the live streaming. Are you sure, The Menace? I'm pretty sure RC Pro-Am was... Oh, that was kind of at a 3/4 angle. What did you call it? Isometric. Yes, you are correct, now that I think about it. In my world, I still think of that as kind of top-down. Sorry. You're right, though. That is like a 3/4 angle. That is not top-down. But the game definitely did remind me of RC Pro-Am and just its look. I guess it's the track and the type of racing and the way it plays, perhaps. But you are correct. Isometric view is what we're being told by the Menace. Thank you, Menace. What else we got? What else? Where am I? Nvidia. Nvidia is planning a GeForce special event. So I mentioned just yesterday, I think it was, that August 20th is when they were rumored to be doing the big announcement of the 11 series cards. I'm just calling them the 11 series. But August 20th, they're going to be spectacular prizes and a big event. So this is just a few days before Gamescom. They're going to be doing it, so it's sort of like a take a wind out of the sail marketing ploy, but good for them, and this will be exciting news. And can I find out? They're doing some kind of... Max is excited about the Nvidia stuff. So there you go. That's coming on the 20th. You can tune in and find out from Nvidia exactly when and where. Article at Motley Fool. You know, we're kind of in the moment of Nvidia love, but will Nvidia keep its gaming momentum going? So recent data suggests that Nvidia is still the card of choice for PC gamers. Max, please stop. Come on, buddy. There's nothing. My dog's a little obsessive. I think obsessive compulsive is just, I think that's all dogs. But if I hadn't yelled at him right there, I'm not sure he would have stopped barking. He would have just kept staring at the wall and barking. My dog might not be the greatest of all time. Anyway, but, you know, you think all the V-Sync or G-Sync stuff that's going on, and Nvidia is making a poll. They are coming for Nvidia. So, cool write-up at the Motley Fool. PC Gamer talking about a good deal on a thermal take. I've had a couple thermal take cases. They're good cases. You can get this tempered glass side covered one for just $30, and that is through Newegg. It's normally $54.99, so with the mail-in rebate, it's only $30. Razer is selling the Death Adder. I have a Razer mouse right here. I don't think it's a Death Adder. It's like an old Lycheza or whatever they call it. Like Lachesis. It's been good to me. It was a good mouse. Cost me a lot more than $38. $15 off on that one. Acer. So PC Gamer talking about this. Now they're saying this is one of the best gaming monitors that you can get. Now G-Sync, you're paying for G-Sync. You better be an AMD guy. You can probably do better on the price if you skip G-Sync. If you're on an Nvidia card, you're not going to use it anyway. But the 144 hertz 1440p 27-inch monitor on sale for $580. So just gives you an idea when people are asking about monitors and want recommendations and things like that. You just gotta realize that monitors are one of the most expensive components you're gonna buy, especially when you get a high-end gaming monitor. And you know, if you're gonna do this in triples, you're looking at $1,740 just for 3 monitors. That's gonna be more than your computer probably if you built it yourself. Spatial, that's funny. Speaking of side glass panel monitors, look at this thing. This case is insane. But PC Gamer has another article. I love it. I've coined a new word. Copyright, Sean Cole. Radical. It's an article that was written, which is redundant, of course, but that's okay. G-Sync is Nvidia. V-Sync is FreeSync. That's the one. Thank you, Booth. Sorry, I misspoke. Thank you. Thank you very much for correcting me there. Yeah, FreeSync. So we do need to go back. That was a G-Sync monitor. So flip that around. This is going to be perfect for the Nvidia guys running on the G-Sync side of things. So anyway, best gaming PC from PC Gamer. For those who prefer to buy rather than build, you know, and some of us love to build computers. Some of us probably shouldn't build our own computers, but I love this computer. That is literally some kind of like panel. I mean, they're like, when we first we were blown away. It's such a simple concept. Take a transparent LCD and replace a side panel with it. That is an LCD on the side of this computer. Anyway, you're looking at a $2,700 computer. It better be kick-ass. And it's only running a 1070 Ti. So when you're spending a lot of money on things that aren't building perhaps the greatest computer. But if you're looking for 3 great options, here they are. Corsair, compact and quiet, CyberPower. I've seen this computer all over. It's a fancy looking computer. They've sold a lot of those. But if you're looking to buy a computer pre-built, you can check out this article and figure out which one suits your needs best. Rocket League's Ultimate Edition is releasing this August. So this lets you know everything that's included, which I think is everything. That's why it's the Ultimate Collection. But there have been a lot of updates and mods, and not mods, mods is the wrong word, but updates and DLC for Rocket League. And they are going to have the whole bundled everything all in one package, and that is coming. Spatial, the GOAT was Gregor Hutu. We talked all about it. Gregor Hutu is going to be on the Simon Report. I'll bring that back up for you because this is a big deal and I don't want people to miss it. But Jonathan Simon, new podcast with GOAT, Sim Racer, Team Redlines, Gregor Hutu talking his career, the iRacing World Championship Series, his most feared drivers over the years, Formula E, Vegas race, which he was at and I met him there, World's Fastest Gamer, F1 and more. So there you go. Yeah, Spatial, you are the greatest of all time. Let's see, what else? Williams Esports. They've picked up another driver for this F1 Esports team that they've got this thing going. And this kind of shows you when we were wondering why we're only 16 drivers drafted. And you looked at the draft board from the F1 thing and there are all these holes and openings. And it is kind of fascinating to me how unclear all this has been. But Williams has announced their new driver, Agustin Canapino, who races in real life in Argentina, and he's a multiple touring car champion in his native Argentina, as well as one of the best iRacing drivers in the world, a top example of sim racing crossover to the real life sport. So he has been picked up by Williams Esports, one of the handful of real life Formula One teams with esport representation. Well, that takes us kind of the end of the show. I have a few more little bits to talk about, bits and pieces. I want to thank ProSim TNT Sean Seabrand for doing a little promo for this upcoming season's Audi TT Cup Series that starts up Thursday night. And he's talking about their Sean Seabrand. And, of course, there are the Audi TT Cup cars that we are going to be racing. And I'm going to talk more about that in just a moment. But, again, Sim Racing Systems, it starts up tomorrow night with us running at Red Bull Ring. And tonight, I'm actually going to be doing a Attack the Track. Tonight we're going to have to do something different because I have 2 series coming up Thursday and Friday night. So Thursday, of course, is the Audi TT series that we just talked about. Friday night is the Sim Pit Truck Series, and I need to prepare for both races. So tonight we are going to do a dual Attack the Track, and it's going to start a little bit early, and it's probably going to go a little bit late. So at 5:30 tonight, 5:30 Pacific time, we will start off with getting up to speed in the Audi Sport TT Cup car. We're going to do that for a little while, and then as soon as we feel like we've learned Red Bull Ring and we're comfortable with our setup, we're going to switch gears and switch sims. We're going to move over to iRacing, hop in the NASCAR Camping World trucks, and we're going to turn some laps, fix setup at Watkins Glen. So we'll do 2 Attack the Tracks. 2, not 1. 2 for 1 on Hump Day. And that will set us up for this week's racing, and we'll be in great shape there. I want to congratulate, and I hope I say your last name, Dan MC, Daniel McEvoy. I think I said that, McEvoy. And he went out and took on one of those World Time Attack Challenges in the Australia and Oceania group. And he actually is #1 on the board. I believe that's even a world record, I think he said. But a 147.285 in the little Renault. And congratulations and thank you, Ed Olton Park International. Thank you so much for sending this in, because I love seeing when the pit crew is out there getting their name on the leaderboard, moving their way towards being the greatest of all time. Yes, I corrected that very quickly. But it's okay, because I still think of NASCAR as the Winston Cup, and it's still the Busch Series, and it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks, if you know what I mean. So, I am behind on my review of the Next Level Racing Stand. I filmed it all, started editing. I was going to have it done by yesterday, but I forgot that I had a huge obligation yesterday. So I'm just going to share with you something that I got to do yesterday. Yesterday was a big party at something called Base 51. Now you guys know that I'm good friends with Chris Considine at CXC Simulations. You know I go work trade shows and do various things at their shop and do things. Is it McAvoy or McAvoy? But anyway, this is Base 51. Base 51 is a purpose-built sim center that's going to be here in Los Angeles. It's down in the Hawthorne area, right near SpaceX and all the cool Elon Musk stuff. But we're looking at pictures of their new sim center. 10 rigs, a bar, custom like high-end food, a conference room, private coaching, which I've even been asked to do some of. And it's called Base 51. And if you're ever in the LA area with friends, that's where you're going to go party and have fun. I was working, this was the first thing they've ever done to the, it wasn't even to the public, it was a private party. You can see my buddy Michael Lewis giving a little driver instruction to the guy getting ready to do the sim. We're going to have Michael on the show coming up pretty soon. He runs in like the Pirelli Speed World Challenge. He's a good friend of mine, and he does a lot of sim racing. Here's him showing the track layout to the guys. We were running Red Bull Ring. Yeah, I expect this is over $1 million in my mind. I mean, you know, they didn't pay retail on their sims, which is what, $60,000, $70,000. That would be $700,000 just for 10 of those. But just start with the sims. You probably have $500,000 in sim development, or not development, but costs, and then building up this place. It's a pretty, it's a nice looking sim center. Total arrive and drive style. You know, you're not going to find sim hardware for sale. None of that. This is for groups to come in. This is for individuals to come in. And so, yeah, last night, me and Michael were driving instructors for a private group. And it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time, and it was great because this has been years in the making, and I've known about it forever. And getting to be the first one to really get to be a part of it. Chris wasn't even there last night, so I got to see his baby in action before he did. So that is how I'm going to end today's show. It was fun, but it did put me a little bit behind. And as you know, I have a lot of driving. So crossing my fingers that we can get this Next Level Racing motion platform review done and out as quick as possible. I'm not even going to put a timeline on it because I have so many things going on. But it is in the works. I'm going to work every minute of the day on it when I'm not racing. And then that's going to set us up to get into the next level of reviews. And we have some other reviews in the works. A lot of reviews like the AccuForce wheel and a few other products. I got a lot of stuff going on here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the team. And thank you for making it so much fun just to hang out and talk about our favorite hobby, sport, or common interest, that being sim racing. You have a good day. Enjoy hump day. Get out there and work towards the weekend. Have fun. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.